last sort of however long, there's been a little bit of a split within the party, and the split has all been down to the needs of the few and the needs of the many. And although there's a lot of people that wanted, well, you know, there's a strong feeling within the group to go and rescue these people that we, you know, believe to be in mortal danger within the Castellaneta's villa come the party. There's also a heavy reluctance to do so because these are lords, and the law is extremely biased towards nobles. And I think it was a bit of there's always been this sort of back and twos, particularly with Isla sort of being more along the lines of, I want to really save the people. I think Isla had the main conflict. I want to save the people, but I don't want to be involved in whatever this is and being implicated, and I've got other things that I'd really like to do. So with that, there was a loose plan that was formed, which involved trying to get hold of Captain Zord, who you now know to be Jalaxel Bainray, to try and come in and help the party and just give the party a little bit of support in terms of a boat and using a boat to try and lure the Castellantas out. When that fell through, when he was reluctant to get involved in any of it anyway, you kind of went back to square one. And again, you went back around the conundrum of, do we help? Don't we help? What does it mean to us? What are the implications if it all goes wrong for us? Could this be the end? Who are we up against? So with that, Tavis made the decision to just go and have a look at the villa. Just get out, have a look at the villa, have a bit of a recce, and just see what was what. And he did a little bit of a recce, had a little bit of a look around. He managed to get inside, and all quite easy, a little bit, you know, on the easy side, offering himself up for labour for a job on the day of the party. And he manages to get in, find a corner where he could send up Saw and just have a bit of a recce before heading back. Isla and Nagin headed off to the market to get some more components for Thurin, who was left back at the Troll Skull, copying down a ritual into his book. Morthos, you stayed there as well. And you head over to the market. You wanted to buy some cards. Isla, you have a bit of a flashback when you see the cards in terms of the fortune telling that you'd had on you a few weeks prior in Landing. You also bought a pipe and some pipe weed. There was quite a few on selection. And as you're about to leave, Nagin inquires about a weapon. He wants a mace. Was it a mace or a warhammer? I think you sold your warhammer for a mace.
Yeah.
A maul.
And a maul, yeah. And he's got this. Essentially, it's another warhammer, but it's a one made of twisted molten metal, which you then purchased and got it for a bit of a steal. Although at the time you thought you'd been played a little bit, and then you all get back to the villa, and again you go back around the conversation of, is this the right thing for us to do as a party? Should we be even involved in this? When a rather expensive carriage starts to trundle its way towards Troll Skull down the road, Esville and René get out. And they meet you in the tavern, where Esville has a message for Isla, saying that there's someone outside that wants to speak to him. He goes out and he meets Mert, the moneylender. He's a masked Lord of Waterdeep, so he's one of the inner circle of Waterdeep itself. He's the head of the Harpers within the city. He's also broken-hearted over the loss of his wife. He's been going to the Hanging Lantern, because he knows that they can alter their appearance to go and sit with someone that can mimic his wife. although he's not certain that was too good a thing, too healthy a thing. He also talks about how he was an adventurer, how he went into the Undermountain, and he came back with a lot of money and gave him, a lot of power that came with that, and he set himself up within the Harpers. And there's a little bit of a to and fro with Isla about being a Harper, and obviously Isla's and the way that Isla is, being aligned to people isn't really something that comes natural to him. But Mert says that, in all of this, he's never going to be alone, although the party must go alone if they want to help Mert out. Mert knows about the plan, he knows about the poison that is going to be used, which is called Midnight Tears. This is a poison that takes effect on the stroke of midnight. So the food that's going to be at the party is going to be laced with that. And then come the stroke of midnight, that's when it'll take effect. And he asks Isla to find a temple. He sort of alluded to the fact that they knew that there was something there but couldn't find it, which maybe gives rise to the fact that they'd had spies in there in the past. But he said there's only one staircase that goes down, and he pulls out a map and he shows it to Isla. And he says that when previous attempts have been made, no one could find anything down there. He asked that this ritual that's going to take place in the temple be stopped before the stroke of midnight, which would then allow him and the cavalry to then come in and save everybody else. As a parting gesture, he gives him a soft leather-bound book, which was the code of the Harpers. Isla then, with renewed vigour, I think it's fair to say, took the map from Mert, gathered everyone upstairs, including Esville and Renier, and set about formulating a plan. Some of the elements of the plan regarding finding a way into the underground vault, or the tomb under the villa, consisted of a distraction, maybe using Esville, and there's some talk about the fireball, pearls, beads, and Thorin was against that, favouring stealth over, arousing suspicion. But until they get there and work out what everything is going to look like, and they're just going to keep it sort of fast and loose. And with that, and heading out with Esville and Renier, dishing out some healing potions and separating some sending stones. I think you give one to Esville, so we could do with knowing who's got the other sending stone.
I think.
You then started to head out. Anything else anyone wants to know? Anything?
Yeah, just a quick. On my weapon now, it says that it requires attunement. Now, have I got to do anything, or can I just start using it?
No, that would require a rest. Is it a short rest for tuning? Long rest? Short rest.
An hour.
Yeah.
So I can't really use it to its benefit at the minute if we're leaving now, can I?
Probably not.
No. Okay, that's fine.
The thing. Well,
does Negan know what it does? What it is?
He probably will have known it. He was attuned. It just kind of depends on how long Isla was in the carriage for, how long we were planning for. Did Negan get involved with the plan and all that good stuff?
But I mean, to be fair, it's not active. It is a brief.
On the face of it, I'd say it probably isn't attuned.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's an hour, isn't it?
It's an hour. Yeah. It's a short rest.
Yeah.
Was the secondary question of does Negan know what he's got?
Yeah, I think for me there probably would have been an hour within there. You know, how long were we outside having a conversation, just sort of sitting around and whatever else. So I think there's an hour in there, but you've got to have the sort of purpose of saying, I'm going to attune to something. So,
Oh well, we'll leave it then because I haven't done that one, but that's fine.
yeah. Okay.
Can I just check then from Isla's point of view, because you've given a recap there of a lot of stuff that happened with Isla that wasn't discussed with the group. How much has Isla shared with the party?
None of that.
Okay.
No, like I said, what you've seen is an Isla that's gone from being on the fence about doing what he needs to do to an Isla that was taking a little bit of authority when he came back in, spreading the map, and then asking a lot of questions about what the plans are and roles and etc. So what you'll have seen is a sort of change in his attitude towards what you're doing.
Yeah, but when we going in under the premise of being this Mert's security?
Not Mert. Mert's going nowhere near it, is it? Just Estel and Rainier, I think.
It was Esvel's security, wasn't it?
But it's in as the security, wasn't it? Yeah.
So where do we pick back up then? Are we in the carriage on the way with Esvel and Rainier?
I said we were. I think I said we were in a carriage, but I'm happy to say, well, you're walking out, or if you're leaving, you're leaving. But we never discussed really. I just said you go into a carriage, and that was it. That was the end of the session.
Right. I thought we'd got inside. It's been a while.
No, it's been a while.
No.
We've got some healing potions that I'm not sure if we divvied out.
You did. You divvied out, and you divvied out the sending stone as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got one with Esvel. Who's got the other two? Nagan and Isla.
I've got Sending Stone 1.
No, you gave
Did you
that.
not give
You
yours
gave that to Esvel.
Yeah, I think you did.
Nagan and I have got 2.
Yeah.
And I've got the one to Esvel. And Esvel has one bead of fireball. I think we gave her one, didn't we? You've got one, Thorin, and I've got one.
Gorgeous. Drop of Vino. Right. Is everybody ready? Can everybody hear me?
Do we remember who had the greater healer potion?
Me.
Right.
I believe it was
Yeah.
Nagan. Not
Yeah, it
far.
was Negan. The man at the front.
The big dog.
Oh.
And then who? Did I have one, or was it? I can't remember. I've still got 6 listed in my bag of holding. That's all. Just wanted to correct it.
I think you gave 1 to Isla, 1 to Thurin. I don't know about Morthos.
I have 2 total. I think we said we gave 1 to everyone.
I think you were trying to get everyone to have 2, weren't you? But Isla already had some anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether Isla took less than the rest.
Yeah, I think he already had 1, and then you give him 1, so he'd have 2.
Alright, okay.
Do I have 1?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay?
Yep.
Are we
Yeah.
meet? Okay. Yeah, so heading out the door. I guess I assume that you're ready. If not, let me know what you guys want to do. What do you guys want to do?
When we were looking at did Isla show us the plan that he'd got of the grounds?
Yeah. Yeah, you went upstairs into the Sons of Anarchy room, and laid the map out and everyone got around it.
Could I have checked, because now we can see that, when I've spent time within that encampment, if I could tell from those plans where I was and what I'd had a recce of with Saw, so that I had a better idea of where I'd been and what our way in might be when we pull up at the front gate with our nobility.
Okay, so were you doing that? You're doing that in the tavern? You're doing that?
I would have wanted to do that when I'd seen the plan. Like, okay, here's the plan. Comparing this to my experience of having been there, how much can I tell? And could I potentially then say, this is where so I can tell you guys, this is where we'll pull up. This is the route that I got shown in. This is where I hid. This is where I saw this other building. Things like that.
Okay. So should we take it that you're still in that Sons of Anarchy room? The Sons room?
If that's
If everyone's happy there?
Roddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
19. No.
19. Yeah, you can. You get the layout. So from what you can see, if you're looking at the map now, yeah, you've got 3 buildings. You got 2 at the top, and then you got 1 on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you know is the bottom right, where you've got the 45-degree wall. In the middle of that wall, you can see that there's a doorway. There's only one doorway there.
Yeah. You
see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the main entrance that you went through. That took you into the main foyer.
Cool.
Okay. The room that is to the top left of where the cross is, the red cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of the kitchen area.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. There's a door there that you left, and then you went to the building on the top right.
Okay.
That building is the stable. Yeah. And you went into one of the back rooms to use the privy, and that's where you then sent Saw up.
Sweet.
So the other building you haven't been in, the third building in the top left, you haven't been in. And when you sent Saw up, bearing in mind you only had a connection of, was it 100 feet?
100 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so to get that height and a bit of distance, really what you were seeing was the garden, which sort of sits in between the 3 buildings. Yeah. Although you could see off into the distance, you'd already came out and seen that there was like a greenhouse, but over in the distance it looks like there's trees. When Saw was flying, and you could also see things like bunting and stuff going up over in that far area. You didn't really get a closer look because you were keeping Saw close. But that's what you managed to see from the inside.
Cool. Brilliant, thank you. I'd share that with the entire group in terms of how we approach and where they might take us.
Cool.
So we're doing it then. We're going in there trying to disrupt. The main goal is, what is it then? Disrupt the ceremony. Or stop it from happening.
Yeah, we've got until midnight. And then the poison takes effect. We need to stop the ritual, which is in the Temple to Asmo.
Presumably underground.
Yeah. We've been told it's downstairs. There's one set of steps. But when they've got down there, I think they must have spies or something in there, but they've never found anything historically, so.
So, like, forgive me, because I'm happy to follow you, but you were not sure about doing this, saying you weren't prepared. I guess it's not a fight, is it? It's like an infiltration mission, right? Get in, stop this thing from happening. However, it's not a straight up, we're not going in for a scrap. Hopefully we can get in and get out.
Yeah.
But what? Who's in the carriage? What changed you? What's convinced you that this is the right thing to do? I'm happy to follow either way. I think I trust you. I just feel like I want to ask a question.
Well, let's just say there's someone who's been able to give me some intel, and that intel's given us the first real semblance of a plan that we've had that actually involves us getting in there with the direction of where to go.
Yeah, I can see that. So, do we think we've got, because we've been wrestling this for so long, do we think we've got a realistic chance of stopping people getting killed and also helping these two Castellanta children? Or is that just the chips are going to fall where they may and we just do what we can do?
I think we've got a chance of definitely saving people. We've got an idea of where to go, and we've got some backing of some quite powerful people within the city. I think it's safer for everyone at this moment if they don't know. Hopefully I've proven my worth that you'll take my word for it and trust me.
Yeah. No, that's not where I'm coming from. I'm just
maybe after this is all said and done and we're away from this city, we can have that conversation.
And then I just want to mention the teeny weeny factor of the ginormous and vast amounts of gold. Do these powerful people in the city know that we've got some of that as well, or are we like home and dry with that?
I definitely wouldn't say we're home and dry, but at the moment it doesn't seem to be super common knowledge. In the sense of, we know for a fact that people have seen us, the Castellantas have seen us around.
Yeah.
The gold, the guards saw us around the gold. There's people who know that we were there. You know.
Should we dump a good chunk of it here with Frederick and unencumber ourselves?
I don't know what that benefit it gives us. I mean, if we've got to make a dash away from the city for whatever reason, or disappear from the city's limits, then we may not have a chance to come back here. So maybe it's best to just go with us.
I don't think anyone's going to think we've got it on us.
So your man in the carriage doesn't know we've got this.
He's not alluded to it.
So we now know what the poison is. Do we know what the antidote is?
I believe that it's stopping this ritual. I think it's like seems to be some type of trigger that if you can perform the ritual, anyone maybe within a certain range, when that ritual's done, passes away. I don't know. Would I know how the poison works? Is there a
roll a medicine check?
Oh, I'm really, really good at those. $24.
Pretty good at that.
24. You'd heard of the poison. You were aware of the time sort of constraints around the poison. You would, when Mert was telling you, it wasn't like you didn't know what was going on. You knew exactly what it was. But just to clarify for what you would have, your sort of like gut feeling, if you like, around the conversation really with Mert wasn't about the ritual being connected to the poison. It was more about they couldn't go in heavy-handed until they knew the ritual had been foiled.
Okay. So we need to stop the ritual, or the understanding would be for Isla, the ritual needs to be stopped in order for people to get in there and prevent what's going on from a more security level. Ultimately, for them to get help in there, we need to stop the ritual.
Okay.
Is that how I would understand it?
Yeah, the way that you've got it. Yeah, the way that you've got it is just that if they go in and they storm everywhere and whatever else, then there's still a potential that there's a risk there because the ritual is going on or whatever else. Because he doesn't he doesn't know how to get into the.
Okay. All right. Retcon. Yeah. In order for them to get inside and stop the people from being poisoned or treat the people, we need to stop a ritual that's going on that can cause some issues.
Okay.
We need to get down those stairs on the map. There's no other way down, and we know it.
No.
And that's right in the middle of the central house, so that'll be a challenge. But yes, let's go. Yeah. Okay.
It's like they've got the hostages, and in order to get the help inside, we need to prevent the threat that they're using on the hostages, which in this case is the ritual.
All right. And we need to remember to, if you are going to have a bite to eat, to try and look like you're just blending in. To only eat from the tables with the black cloths.
Well, maybe as we are going in as security, we wouldn't eat from the guest table. So if you do want to eat, maybe just take something in your pouches that you know isn't poisoned at all. It wouldn't be common for guards to eat from the tables, I'd imagine.
We're not common gods.
No.
We're guards nonetheless.
Back in my parents' house, this wouldn't have gone down. He wouldn't have been expected to be seen eating the guest foods. Okay. We all good? We're good to go? Anybody need anything?
Big man, have you still got that platinum ring that Thorin got for you?
Yeah.
Make sure you've got it on. And I put mine on as well.
I put it on my pinky.
I put it on my big toe.
All matted in hair.
Ooh, it's hairy.
It doesn't fit in the middle, it just keeps falling off.
What time of day are we? Yeah.
That's a very good question. I think I've got you down as 3 minutes to midnight. No, it's 4 p.m.
It's 4 p.m. now.
Yeah.
And we thought the party was going to happen like 4 or 5 o'clock, didn't we? So it's party time. Cool.
Better get a wriggle on.
Yeah.
One of my good friends once said, Isla Jotentide!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 7 in a carriage is a little bit excessive. So what's the split?
I can ride up front, I suppose. I'm smart.
Yeah, go shotgun. Three. Yeah, I suppose.
I'll get in the boot.
With one shotgun with the driver, you could potentially go for all 6 in one. As you walk outside, Mert's carriage has left, as you knew it would have done. Walking to the end of the street where the Krellin's Crown is, you manage to hail a carriage and giving them directions for the Seaward and the Castellanta Villa. You head off on your way. Is there anything you want to do while you're in transit? Commuting.
Do we need to discuss potential distraction tactics? I mean, I can use thaumaturgy to, make loud bangs and other stuff like that, or do we want something that's going to cause a little bit more havoc so that we can actually attempt to get down the stairs, or will, by causing a loud distraction, cause the guards to go into a little bit more defensive and go to those stairs?
Well, we've given Ezville one of these pearls of fireball, and I've got a sending stone links to her. So Ezville, if stick close enough that the sending stone will work. That's miles, isn't it? Sending stone, actually.
Yeah. Let me just confirm what the It is a lot. We've used it across city before now, so
Yeah, all within the compound of the villa. That's fine.
I mean, I'm looking towards you here, Tavis. You know, with all due respect, with your, don't stereotype your race or background.
It's fine. I have some sneaky ways. I don't need to make no bones about it.
We've entered a castle before, and we used the big man who's done some soldiering to break that down. But maybe you're the one who can, find the best solution to sneakily infiltrate a house burglary type thing.
From me being there before, as guests of the party, they're going to let us in. They're going to let us into the house. The question is how we subtly find our way down to the bit we need to get to. And this is where I think a distraction might come in handy in the kind of key moment. We can try and do that, keep Esville on standby, and I can always send a quick message to her during whatever we're doing. If that seems to alert the guards or start to go wrong, I can send a message to her, and then boom, I don't know, the greenhouse blows up. That's going to distract everyone. We can just carry on with what we're doing. Hopefully draw away attention.
I mean, does anybody have any spells that would help with, like, illusion? Could we make, like, an illusion at the top of the stairs so that once we're, like, if we went down the stairs, we could put an illusion so no one could see us?
I could do an illusory image.
I've got minor illusion.
Yeah. I've got a slightly, not to measure cocks more thus, but I've got a slightly better version of that spell. I'm slightly more able here if it's going to come in clutch.
I'm just happy to be here.
Tavis is just big dick swinging.
It's the taking part.
Maybe we can, if you think the distraction of the fireball thing is the way to go, then cool. But I think if we can, slide down the stairs and
quiet beforehand, yeah,
make an illusion so that even if guards are past, it just looks like there's nothing that's untoward. They can't see us down there or something. Maybe, I don't know.
I've got minor illusion too, so perhaps me and Morthos can combine our efforts.
Do you think? I don't know. I'm spitballing ideas.
For something more important down the line, maybe Tavis.
I've also got disguise self. I could also disguise myself, as we spoke about with the Blackwood plan, which has now gone to shit. But if I looked like a senior member of the staff from the Castellantis residence, I could impersonate them and pull rank. Tell the guards there's nothing to see here, be on your way, go and sort out that explosion, whatever. There's a chance it'll fail, but
I'll go with that. I'll go with you, the resident, sneak.
And we do
you managed to steal my boots, so.
I mean, that wasn't fair. You were sleeping.
We do have ritual robes as well.
That's probably for when we're down there, isn't it? But yeah. What was your spell, Thorin, that you were working on for?
The spell of augury. It helped me find out if something we're gonna do is gonna go well or not. But it's
okay. We're about to do a thing.
It's a little bit tricky, and it doesn't always reveal the truth.
Isla pops his head in and goes, "Not to measure dicks, but I can do it as well."
And that's another one that I can't do.
It's just happened.
I can cast it ritually, so it takes.
So what?
Takes 10 minutes.
What would it tell us?
Well, it depends on what you ask.
I don't know. Are we better off just trying to sneak in or cause a massive distraction? Can you ask it that? I don't know about more parameters.
I think it's more of a yes/no kind of.
If we try and sneak into the castle into the secret devil worshipping basement, will we be successful?
Nailed it.
Yeah. Just let me have another quick look at this scroll, and I'll just refresh my memory. I've been working on it all morning, but
So just on the sending stones. So what it technically is when you use the stone, you're using sending. So sending is the 25 words, and it's unlimited in terms of its range, and it costs 1 action to do it. So that's essentially what you're getting. So it's just the sending spell itself.
Oh, cool.
You
Technically,
get the reply back.
okay.
I like the I've got minor illusion too. I thought, is that a Guns N' Roses album? Check me out. Didn't want to break the immersion there. But, you know, cold November rain.
3 strings later hit.
Okay, so you guys are you just trying to what's up now? Are you just trying to work out what you've got and what you haven't got, or are we moving on?
I think we're good to go, we?
I think so, pending figuring out whether we use augury or not.
Did we
it
come
just
up with
tells
any
you if
plan?
something's going to go well or not.
Let me have a look at it.
Don't count on it.
So,
It
rough
doesn't
plan.
take into account any actions that might happen that would influence it.
All signs point to yes.
It doesn't look good.
Maybe.
Maybe. Try again later.
Yeah. So, rough plan. From my experience this morning, they'll show us into the house potentially, and then show us to the party bit. I don't know. I got shown into the house. I got pretty close to the location where those stairs are, but that was under the auspices of me going in there looking for work. It looks like the party is kind of happening. I got the impression that the party was happening kind of out in the garden. So we might need to have a way to get ourselves into the house.
Well, was there a privy in there, or?
In the house,
Yes.
there were definitely guest bathrooms. Yeah, I was not welcome to use them as a mere potato peeler. But yeah, there were guest bathrooms. So I guess let's just get in there and see what the flow of traffic is, and see what's happening and where we're directed. And Esville and Renier, if we need you to sort of request entrance to the house as lords and your ladyship, then maybe that's the way that we get in and we accompany you, and then we don't know exactly we're just gonna have to roll with it.
If we find a quiet
And
corner
then-
of the house, I can always stone shape our way in.
Our way into the house. Okay. Yeah, but that's along the line. That's real subterfuge, isn't it? Whereas we should just be able. Hopefully, we can just go in and mill around. There's a library really quite close to this area, as I recall. We could just show a real interest in the library, and maybe they could show us in there. Maybe if that's Phil and want to especially see the library. That's quite nearby. That was between where they showed me and where I ended up getting sent to work. So that seems to be in roughly the right location.
Well, let's get in there like swimwear.
Let's do it.
Am I putting my hood up, or am I just going in as normal?
Go normal, big man, for now.
This will be fine.
Just look strong and menacing.
I'll try.
Shows your teeth.
I'm gonna absolutely keep my head down though, so I might kind of lurk in your shadow a bit, Negan, because I've been in there today already under the different auspices, and they're gonna, if they recognise me, which there's too many people, I don't think they will. But hopefully, I'll just kind of keep out of the way whilst we go in.
I'll say, Thorin, you're good with words. Maybe you take the lead.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay,
Figure something out.
onwards.
Okay.
Before we go in there, lads, I just wanted to say, I don't know you guys very well. You don't know me very well either. But I think you're really smart. I think this is a good plan, and I think you're smart people. And honestly, I live for these sorts of quests, so I've got your back. Let's go in there and give them hell.
I just pop my head back and goes, he's clearly not seen our planning in the past.
Tammy's like, Matt's like, inside check.
Do I believe what he says?
Who is this smoke blown motherfucker? Oh, that's cool. Well, you may regret those words, Morthos, but we're all in it now.
Let's go.
You can feel that the carriage is sort of alternating between sort of smooth road and then it'll go into more cobbled streets. Tavish, you sort of recognising the area now. You know that you're getting close. As you approach the villa from the south, for the rest of you, you see for the first time Isla specifically being up front. You can see that there is a rather large wall. You can sort of see this wall that just sort of spans. It goes down another street and then off into the distance on this street. And as you're sort of seeing where the perimeter of this building is, you can see that the tops of trees from your vantage point. You can see that the tops of trees over the wall, and you can also see in the distance the rooftop of the villa itself. Further set a fair distance from where you can see that the wall is in front of you. The wall itself is there's a path that runs all the way around the wall, and you can see that this path is littered with all sorts of people. And just like any other party, there are your common folk that are trying to get in, and you've got your VIPs that are sort of coming from all angles and then quickly being ushered in, while the others are made to wait and to linger. You can see that there are 2 guards on the door. They are wearing basic armor with a livery that you can see on the cast lancers, and you can see that they have various numbers of scrolls and different bits and pieces in front of them where they're checking off names and various things, talking to people, and then obviously letting them in. The carriage comes to a stop, and the driver looks at you, Isla, and just sort of gives you a grunt. He says, "That'll be 6 coppers, please."
I pay the man 1 silver.
The grunts quickly change to a any time, my lord.
Better. Just before we get out the carriage, I'll just say Negan, if things start to go to shit down there, we end up in a bit of a sticky situation. I might have Saw fly by you, or even perch on your shoulder. It's just something I've got on my sleeve. Hopefully, we'll help you out. Don't freak out.
I'll try not to.
Cool.
Is Saw out and about or not?
Saw is not out and about. Saw is vamped into thingy dimension, but doesn't need casting to pull back into reality.
Yeah.
So,
no, I just wondered whether Saw was visible or not. That's all I'm asking.
Now, after his entanglement with the lady with the fascinator, he's keeping low profile.
He likes gold. You can take the pigeon out of the bird, not pigeon, but pie out of the bird. Well, one of those things anyway. He likes shiny things.
You can take the pigeon out the pie, my lord.
On that.
4 and 20 blackbirds. No, we can't
Okay.
do three.
Okay, so you've come to a stop. You've paid the silver. You can see what's going on. In fact, Tavis, roll a perception for me.
19.
No. You can see that the guards that are on the door are the same guards that you've seen earlier.
Okay. Yeah, these are the same guards, guys. So I'm just gonna lurk in between the biggest two of you, which I think is Megan and Morthos, and kind of try and keep out of the way. I don't think it'll be a problem because I'll just say, they didn't want to give me a job, I got a better one, and now I'm here doing security. But one of them's called Ray or Roy, I can't remember.
Roy, yeah.
Not that particularly matters, but yeah. They were
So
busy.
are you trying to stealth your way in amongst?
Yeah, I'm just trying to not be seen. Yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor then. Just roll a stealth check for me.
18.
18. I think that'll definitely do it. No, actually, one sec. Let me have a quick look. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you approach. And Ezreal and Renier sort of instinctually take the lead. As they get up close, they pull out an invitation with a bit of a flourish, and you sort of wait a moment, wondering, what are you going to get pushed back into a line? Are you going to be admitted? And there's some brief discussion, albeit slightly whispered, between the two of them and the guard at the front. Not intentionally whispering, you just can't hear him. And the guards move out the way, and you move through. Tavish, you keep in pace with Negan and Morthos as you pass through. As you enter the grounds itself, you can see that this is open into almost like a park land. It's obviously not as big as a park, but it's all grass, it's all trees, it's all quite lovely manicured lawns, gravel paths that have been tended, and you're on this path that's heading over to another wall. And you can see that this is an inner wall within this compound, where the villa is then walled, and you can then see the villa itself, multi-story with its roof on top. You can sort of see that is built and part of the face of the wall. To the right, you can see that there is another building, albeit smaller, again roofed, and then in the distance you can then see that looming in the back is another building, see another roof. And Tavish, you sort of getting your bearings, can see that this is the main villa, and then off to the right then is the
coach house.
And as you look, you can see that there's a door where people are coming through. It's got pillars either side, and it's all fascia and whatever else. It's all lovely, and plants around it where people are starting to sort of mill in and out. People are going inside and outside. And then further off to your right, you can see that there's a huge double doors leading onto another path. You can see that is obviously where the exit is for the the coach house.
Where are we walking up to on this map that you said?
The path that you're on and the door that you can see that's open with people sort of coming in and out is the one that I said.
Yes.
So I'll mark it up and then I can.
No. Okay, so fairly close to where we need to be. Let me check this spell. Jesus.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah. I'll just pushedly explain to people my understanding of where we are versus where we need to be. We're on the right track here, guys. We're like, if we go through this door, we're one door away from the stairway that we need to try and go down. We'll just have to see how busy it is and decide what we can do about it from there. In whispers.
Okay. So we need to go through the door and straight ahead, yeah?
Yeah, through that door, straight ahead. And then the stairway should be swinging left, yeah.
Yeah, so are we seeing people being ushered through this door?
You're not seeing them ushered. You're in a sort of procession line that's sort of taking everyone through.
Yeah.
It's coming through. This is the main entrance into the house, so you can sort of naturally follow in suit with everybody else. But you can see that there are people that are maybe popping in or out, or they're just in groups of conversation with drinks and whatever else. They're just around that area. It's This is the sort of the main entrance. Where everyone's just milling around.
Okay.
So
yeah, should we just head in?
Let's go.
Okay.
What's Esvel and Renier doing?
They're sort of holding hands. They're walking slightly ahead of you, as you would imagine, and they're just approaching that door.
Yeah.
As you go in, when you walk in, you're in a large entrance hall. There's a harpsichord in there that's playing this soft music by itself. There's a sort of the cocktail room sort of chatter. People are all sort of meeting and greeting each other. You can see that there's drinks there. People have got drinks and whatever else. People walking around with bits of food. But you can sort of see that this room isn't really big enough for all that. So people are sort of getting what they've got and then sort of moving on, and more people are sort of coming in, arriving when you're arriving. The room itself is quite large. It's got a chandelier above, which is giving off this really bright, almost radiant light. And there's all sorts of holy relics and idols that are on all these shelves, all on the top edge of the wall all the way around. So everything just seems to sort of glitter and sparkle. as the light is sort of touching him. And yeah, furniture-wise, it's sparse. There's one table with the harpsichord, and other than that, everything looks like it's been cleared out.
And the next door that we know that we'd need to take to head towards the stairs bit, is that door open?
Yeah, from what you can see, that there are two doors. Well, there's three doors. The door you've just come through.
Yeah.
There's a door as you enter. There's a door to your left, which is open. Just make a perception check.
No, not me. 10.
10. You can see that this looks like it's the floor is like a sort of a tile, and you can see that there are sort of wooden sort of shelves or racks with shoes on of various sizes. It's a small room. The door opposite then is open, and you can see there that there is the gardens itself. Leading out into the garden, you can see that there's the trees. You can see there's a lot of people out there, all very much like you can see in here now, where there's drinks and little gatherings of people. You can also see as well that things like bunting is up in the trees, and it's really given a big party atmosphere to it. You can tell you're at a birthday party.
Yeah, and to the door to the right, which is the one where we think we need to go to head to the staircase, is that open or closed?
Yeah, the one to the right, you can see that is open, and you can see that there's more people in there. Again, very much like you're seeing throughout, people are having a drink. You can also see that from where you are now, that does lead into another room further on, but you'd have to sort of move around to have a proper look. But you've been down there, you know what you're looking at. There's a room that would be on the west wall. And you can see that one is closed.
Okay, well, let's try and head straight on as Vilranir leads us that way, because that's where we think these stairs might be that we need to go from.
Okay. I will kind of follow Tavis's lead.
Yeah, as you're sort of nonchalantly trying to roll a nonchalant check, as you're nonchalantly sort of following suit, you go through the doors and you come into a foyer. Again, you get the feeling that this would have had furniture in it that's now been sort of removed to allow for the guests of the party.
For me,
you can see that in front of you as you walk through, there's a huge archway, and that's leading into a dining area. You can just sort of see that the table has been moved up against the wall, and it's allowing people there to be in there and in that space. You can see that to your left is to your left is a staircase which is leading down. And you can also see that there's a few two guards in there with Castellan's livery. There would also be. Sorry, no. The grand staircase actually leads up. Where the X is, it actually leads up that staircase. But where the staircase comes up and round, there is another door. You see that door, which is sort of built into that staircase as it comes round. And you can also see then that on your right-hand side is another 3 doors. The 2 closest to you are shut. One door is open, and it looks like there's a smaller door in the wall leading out. It's a little door, not like the grand door that you came through.
Okay.
How many security have we gone past now? Like 4 or 5?
I would say that there was the two that you seen at the outer gate.
Yeah.
You would have seen a couple dotted around the grounds as you were walking across to the villa.
And then these
In the foyer, you would have seen one, and in in the entrance room, you would have seen one, and then in the foyer, you've got two.
Okay.
And
they're all dressed in the same gear.
Yeah, they're all in the livery of the Castle Lancers.
Yeah.
That X then, that's on the upward staircase. That's where we've been told we need to potentially. That's where we need to go.
The X on the X is on the page, but you can see that staircase goes up, but underneath the staircase is a door.
Right. And how many people are around that space? How many people are watching that? And where's the guard in relation to that space now? How busy is this the place that we're in, this room that we're in?
So you're looking at, I'd say, between 12 and 14 people are in this space, chatting, and then you've got the two guards, which are sort of going between the dining space and the space that you're in.
Right.
So it's quite busy in there.
Quite busy, quite tight.
quietly say to the group, let's all like stand in front of the door. Maybe Tavis can check if it's open. And we just congregate at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Alternatively, I was thinking if Esville and Rainier create a little distraction in the dining room, the guards might be drawn towards it. I can sort of magically make this door appear as it appears, irrespective of the fact that we're opening it and going into it. But yeah, let's try it. Let's talk.
Esville and Renee are sort of near, and they can hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And she says, "Well, yeah, I mean, we can cook up a small distraction."
So it's this door that's under the stairs that we suspect is the way that we need to go.
What I'm saying is, in that area, yeah, you've got the staircase which is going up, but directly it's a grand staircase that goes up and round. In that wall is the door.
Okay. Yes.
Let's just discreetly try and open the door. Well, if you stand behind me, I'll give you a tap when the guards aren't looking.
Okay.
And you can just try the handle.
Yeah. Done.
So I'll keep an eye on the two guards walking round, and when I see that they're both looking away from the door, I'll give them a little tap.
Okay. With that, Rosnar and Renee sort of head that way, and as they get close to the guards and they start to move within to the room, sort of dragging their attention, they say, is the lord and lady of the manor around?" And the guard just sort of takes his vision away from the room that you're in, along with the other guard.
Tap now.
I'm going to check before I try and open this door. I'm going to try and do a check to see if it's trapped.
Okay, roll investigation.
20.
Right, give me 1 second. 20. Yeah, you having a look over the door. Doesn't look like there's anything that's untoward. Not that you're aware of, not that you can see.
Try and open it.
Are you trying to open it? Sorry, did you say?
Yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just there are a lot of people in here that you don't know, so just roll a stealth check. If people are shielding you, if that's the case, Isla's nodding, which is no help at all, but valiant effort.
Again,
Um,
that'd be useful, lads.
right. Okay. So make this stealth check with
What do you need?
advantage when you're being shielded.
I start juggling.
Balls.
16.
Oh no! Do the labyrinth one where he's like out across his hand with the crystal ball. Not creepy at all. David Bowie. What was the number? 16.
16.
Yeah, you click it. The handle. It's not locked.
Okay. What I'm going to do in that instant is cast Silent Image
Okay.
right on the
On your
spell. And the image is of the images of the exact visage of the closed door and the space looking entirely normal.
Okay.
So it looks like the door isn't open. It looks like there's nothing else there. It's just a normal visage of what you would see if you walked into that room. And quickly tell the guys, quick in here, let's go.
Okay. Is everyone going? Is anyone staying up at the top?
No, going down.
Yeah, I think we should all go.
As Rainier, you stay here.
Marching orders.
I guess it's me first.
I'll go second.
I will use thaumaturgy to make it sound like a glass is smashed in the dining room in the opposite direction, and then slightly.
Boom. Fucking love it, Isla.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll go at the same time, using the opportunity.
Okay. So who are we saying then? So Thorin. Who's after Thorin? Negan, was it? Or Morphos?
Yeah.
Tavis and then Negan.
Tavis, Negan, Isla, Thorin, and then Morphos last.
I'll go at the back.
Okay. Morphos, can you roll a stealth check with advantage because of the smashed glass?
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, babe. Hold on 2 secs.
Yeah. Rolling dice, babe.
No one can
Rolling
see.
dice,
No
baby.
one
Babe?
can see. No one can see him moving through this space because the silent image is in its place.
16.
Did see him
Yeah,
vanish
but
into thin air though.
you've still got to pull. You've still got to pull off walking through a door if anyone was to see you.
No one can see. No one can see that because they can just see the image of no one being there and the door being shut.
So sorry, what is it? Because I thought the image was just the door being shut.
The 15 cube around the around the door is of all of that space being exactly as it normally would be with nobody stood in it.
Okay, what was the stealth check anyway?
16.
16. You're still disappearing into a void. For the eye, the eye looking would be like, hang on, don't just see that. Is there a glitch in the matrix?
Yes, exactly that.
So yeah, with the 16, you feel that you've gone through it. How long does the illusion last?
It lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
I can change it. Once everyone was through the door and I knew they were through the door, I would drop it I'd drop it completely.
So the door's still open?
No, the door, No,
Once the
well,
door-
I'd
once-
hope you
once
would
the
shut the
door's
door behind
closed.
it.
You're closing the door and then you're dropping the illusion, yeah?
Yeah, so it looks like nothing has happened, nothing's changed.
Okay.
It took however long it took 5
Okay.
people to walk through a door.
Smooth. Smooth. So you are descending these stone stairs, and the cold air markedly different from the nice weather that you've got outside. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you're walking down a set of stairs straight down, and you can see that this opens up into what is like a cellar area. As you get down there, the first room you can see is stacked with all sorts of bits and pieces of furniture. Some have got dust covers over them, some of them haven't. You can see that there's a door to your left, and there's a 10 by 20 foot sort of archway linking your room to another room beyond. So no light. So who can see, who can't see?
I
can see.
I will cast light on my man Negan's boob plate
But
Ping.
in a red colour, because red's like good in the dark, innit? Like, you know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, preserves your night vision.
Yeah, so going for like a good solid red colour, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna hang out by the big man.
Okay. Yeah. So you can see sort of see there's all sorts of dark shapes and shadows and the bits that aren't illuminated between the furniture, but you can see that this area predominantly is being used for storage.
And I'll kind of say to everyone, it's like, I was told like it's the ritual's downstairs, but like it's hidden, so there could be like a secret door or secret passage, or I don't know, something behind somewhere. So maybe we need to take a little look around and see what we can see what we can find.
are there any bookshelves or anything nearby?
Bookshelves, no. Not in this particular area that you're in.
We'll start walking through, keeping an eye out for any breezes, any boxes that are sitting awkwardly, like they could be on a trapdoor.
I'm gonna look at the floor, see if there's like any like dust worn, paths that have been worn out in the dust, and then generally look for any like miscoloured stones or scrapes on the floor or something like that.
So you're moving away from the room that you're in with the door in, and you're moving down the corridor.
Yeah, so just like as a general, like I'd want to give that room like a once over, but then equally I'm looking to see if there's any paths and kind of just like as we keep going, just generally like taking my time. I'm not like walking at a normal speed. I'd be walking quite slowly and absorbing
Okay.
everything.
Just give us a perception check.
Oh, an old perception check. I mean, technically it's a natural one, but I can't get those because I'm a halfling and lucky as fuck.
Lucky.
In which case, I got 24.
Nice.
And
Nice.
not Sam Regal.
So
yeah. So what you can see in the sort of the roof, if you like, the ceiling, if you like, is full of cobwebs and whatever else you'd normally find in a cellar. In terms of the floor and dust and stuff, quite clean, to be honest. And you sort of see that I think that there's been some quite high traffic in this area. Obviously, there's a lot of furniture. Even as you're going down the corridor, anything that could be stacked or piled in this area has been stacked and piled. So a lot of things look like they've descended down here. In which case, there's been quite a little bit of toing and froing. Okay, so while you're doing that, what's everyone else doing?
Oren was checking the drafts, weren't you, Karen?
I was just trying to see if there was any sort of drafts coming from anywhere or any like sort of boxes that were sort of askew, like they were sitting on top of something that we couldn't see.
Yeah, roll a perception or investigation. It's up to you.
14.
14. Everything looks like it's just sort of been stacked and covered and stacked on top of stacked. There's quite a it's quite sort of hastily put in there by the looks of it and put out the way. But as you're sort of going around and you're in the first room, you haven't gone down the corridor, have you?
No, not yet.
So as you're making your way around to the door, it's not a wooden door. This is like a steel door. It's like a big iron door, solid. But as you're checking for drafts in this case, one thing you're not getting is a draft from the door.
Okay.
Do we want to get through this door?
Yes.
Which way feels like it's going to take us down? Yeah.
Well, they couldn't see anything obvious in where like the rest of this place, so I assume that the next best place to go would be through the door.
Well, I've got you. The way I see it is you're still in the corridor. You haven't entered what's at the end of the corridor, the far room.
Okay.
So it depends on where you want to go.
I'd just be making my way down. And if there's lots of furniture down there, I'd then be looking for any gaps in the furniture that could signify like a passage or a doorway, maybe. Something that would, like, if you're stacking furniture, would look a little bit unusual to not stack furniture there unless there was a door or a passageway, because we know that something's down here, we just don't know where.
Okay. Roll either perception or investigation. I'll let you know what you see when you've rolled that.
Okay, steady. 18.
18. Yeah, this room's is it's like 40 feet long by 20. It's another fair sized room. It's got all sorts of things stacked up in it, stacked up round the edge, stacked up in the middle. There's like an island of things that have just been put together. You can see that there's a few barrels of wine or casks of wine and various things like that that's stacked up on one side. The perimeter of it's fairly well like pieced together. There are gaps between various piles. What was the perception score? Sorry,
18.
18. Yeah, you can see that there are a few gaps. As you're coming through, you can sort of see there's a few gaps on your right and in front of you as well.
Okay. Well, where those gaps are, I just want to take a closer look in the area, look for any cracks in the wall or anything like in around that area that would, symbolize a secret passage or a doorway or something that's hidden.
Okay. Just roll another perception check for me.
15.
15. Okay. So, Yeah, as you're sort of looking around, you can see that this is a wine. Would have been the wine cellar. A lot of things have been moved and stacked a little bit differently, but you can see that there's quite a few casks and barrels down here. You can see that where there's one of the gaps in particular, but hanging on the wall is another idol, very similar to what you'd seen upstairs in the first room. It's only really as Negan follows you in and the light follows it, you get a sort of glint back that you see that this is on the wall. It's a faded holy symbol. It's a silver chalice bearing a golden sun symbol. And it's sort of been half embossed, as in like it's been carved out and painted. So it's part of the wall itself. And the paint's very still got a little bit of shine to it, but although it looks like it's been there for quite some time.
Didn't we find a book in the other villa? That was the book of like Asmodeus.
We found his symbol. We've seen his symbol.
Is that the same symbol?
You can make a religious check.
His is like a pentagon star inside a circle.
Let me just get my religion up because I don't think my religion's awfully fantastic. No, 7.
Asmodeus symbol.
Yeah, so you can see that from where you are, you get the distinct impression that these are sort of very similar to what you'd seen above in that first room.
Okay.
This is Airs and Grace's goody two shoes. We believe in the nice gods. That's Tavis's interpretation of what we see. Just quickly, I would. There's basically, as soon as we've got that door shut behind us, I would like to cast message to Esville, and I'll just quietly pull out a little thing out from a little component pouch, little copper wire. Just pull that to my mouth and point in the general direction I think Esville is in, and just tell her that we're in. Try and keep attention away from the door under the stairs. And you can reply to this message.
All you sort of hear is okay. You get that she's received the message.
I get one of the symbols of Asmodeus out of the bag of holding and compare it to the holy symbol on the wall.
Yeah, it's some of the Isla's not seen, and he'd seen that anyway. And as you hold it up, you can see that the symbol, which is quite jagged and has sharp edges, is not nowhere near this golden chalice that's on the wall.
Is it on the wall? Is it, or is it hanging from?
Yeah,
the
it's
wall?
like it's sort of like embossed in the wall. You know what I mean? It's sort of like a relief, and then it's been sort of decorated and painted.
Can we push the wall?
You can try.
Can I just go up to where the symbol is and put my hand on it and just see if I can push it to feel if I can feel any movement?
It's like fucking Indiana Jones shit. This.
As you touch the symbol, it feels firm and it feels solid. But then you push and you hear a sort of a grind of stone on stone. You get that as the door starts to open up.
Does it open outwards or is it opening inwards?
It's moving away from you.
Okay, so it's going in.
Yeah.
Can I see any light from the gap that when it's starting to go in, or
No, it's dark.
dark?
Yeah.
Well, Negan's got light on his breastplate, hasn't
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, but there's no light coming from the gap. Is
he? Yeah.
what
Sorry.
I mean.
just so I know I can light on my breastplate go.
Yeah, there's no light. There's no as you open that. There's no light coming in towards you from that gap.
Okay. Is it open far enough now that I can walk through it?
You can make it open that far.
Yeah. Can I push the door so I can make sure that everyone can get through?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So
Yes.
If Negan enters the room, I'm literally going to be like touching his butt because I can't reach much higher. Like as in, just following him in.
Hunger.
give me one sec.
I'm like an Alsatian looking between your legs.
This has never been so cute.
As Negan's dick swings down.
Slaps him in the face.
Big man finding fucking secret places, man.
That's what it's there for, man. Investigation. It's okay.
That's his thing.
Okay, so yeah, you open it and you find that you're in another room. This room is 25 feet long, and you can see that as you push open and that light floods in, a lot of it is the room suddenly becomes lit, and it's not lit by any other light other than what's being emitted from your breastplate.
Yeah.
As you open it, you can see that there are all sorts of in the red light that you've got, all sorts of
Hookers.
metal bars, ingots that are just all stacked up on what looks like pallets. There's sort of, and it's everywhere really. It's sort of stacked up in little piles.
With the combination red light and dark vision that I have, can I see what these ingots are? What this is actually made of? Thomas affects gold, platinum.
So as you sort of have a look around, you can see that there are, in terms of like the real sort of value, you can see that there are 20 of these trade bars, and as you have a close inspection, you can see that they're silver. Just having a sort of a look around, and I'm trying to work out the light really as you're sort of moving through. But as you start to get into the room and you're having a look around, you sort of weigh up that each one of these bars are probably worth about 25 gold each. Some of the other bars they're mainly like iron and just looks like other materials that are being kept there. You sort of see that there's some silver in there. And then at the back of the room, or the vault in itself, you can see that there's a dark, what looks like a dark entranceway, and it's sort of black, but you can sort of see that the roof, the ceiling above it looks like it's descending, and the light sort of see the stonework. It looks like it's a set of stairs going down.
Yeah.
And what, that's 25 feet away from where we've just walked in?
About 25 feet, yeah.
Can I have a look around the room and see if there's anything else in there that's not just like raw materials? If there's any sort of items in there that have been stashed away because this is a safe place to hide them.
Okay, just make a perception. There's a lot of things. There's like a lot of like bags, like Hessian bags and stuff like that. If you want to have a delve into those bags and things, you can do.
Okay.
You may find yourself a little Isla.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. So open up one of the bags, and there's a lot of these bags. Sort of weighing up, you can sort of see that there's a few hundred of them. Open up one of the bags. You can see that it contains gold.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not as much gold as you've seen in the vault of the dragons, but there's a lot of gold.
It's impressive.
So just to recap on where we've been before, this portable hole is completely full of the gold that we found in the
Yeah,
vault, isn't
and
it?
the bag of holding.
Can't be touched at all. No. How much gold could one realistically take and add to one's, in my case, burglar's pack? Or just add to about one's person?
It's hard to say really in terms of volume without doing a bit of digging online. What that would look like. But I'd say it was, I don't know, 30 gold or something like that.
Yep. I'm going to pocket 30 gold.
Okay.
Just because there's better places for this gold to be spent. At the same time, I am going to, at this stage, Banff saw out of his demiplane and have him sit magpie-esque on Negan's shoulder.
Okay.
And just like, Negan, you got a little buddy with you for now. Can help you out if things kick off in a little bit.
And Isla says, he always does.
Ah, you two.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going down.
Yeah. Can I hear anything coming from the obviously where it's going down?
Make a perception check.
And can I just see if Morphos is filling his pockets?
Oh yeah.
Is Morphos filling his pockets?
11.
Just waiting.
Okay, so you've found the what you think is the vault. It's some sort of vault. It's holding gold and it's holding ingots. You can see that there's a set of steps then before you. So, what do you guys want to do?
Start following it down.
Okay. Okay, so who's at the lead? Is that you, Negan?
Yeah, I'm at the front.
Okay. You descend quite a way, really. You would it would be it'd be a good sort of 20 feet sort of descent as you get as you go in lower and you can feel the cold. Just roll a perception check for me.
Yeah, 20, not natural.
Okay. So as you get to the bottom, you can see that in front of you is a iron like fence around a set of stairs that are descending down. But these are just a circular set of steps which are going straight down. Off to the right, you can see that there are, from where your perspective is, you can see that there are two iron, like prison, like jail cell fronts, like bars. You can see that into them is a door, and you get the feeling that on your side of the wall there's a third one as you start to make your way in. You can see that there is a pillar in between that's holding up and suspending the roof above. And likewise, when you look down the other end, you can see there's a pillar down that way as well. As you look down that way, you can see that it looks like this level sort of opens up and goes left and right. So that's on the right hand side as you were coming down the stairs.
Yeah. Can I turn around to the group that are obviously following behind me, explain to them what I can see, and then say, do we want to split up and then look down both sides, or should we just carry on going down the stairs?
As you're about to say that, as you sort of turn to face the group, you're about to just say it, and you stop. Just giving it a minute just to hear. You start to pick up that there's a low, at this volume-wise, there's a low volume of chanting. It's like a rhythm. Just this sort of chanting, many voices coming together, but very low, quite distant.
Does it feel like I can tell whereabouts it's coming from, as in it's coming down from the stair?
Roll an investigation check.
And Saw, can I try and perceive that was Saw who's on his shoulder?
2.
What do you want to perceive with Saw?
Potentially, like this to hear what's going on.
You can roll a perception. Negan's was quite high anyway.
Oh, it was. I thought you said 2.
Did you say 2? I thought you said 20 not natural. I thought it was.
Yeah, that was for the previous. You asked me for a 2 to investigate, and I rolled a 2 on that.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry. What was yours for Saw?
12.
12. Really hard to tell.
Yeah. Have we got space ahead of us, did you say? Or down?
Ahead of you're kind of like, think of it kind of like a roundabout. You've got this entrance to this staircase that goes down, so the walls are slightly curved either side of it,
Like
and
a
then
spiral
this where
staircase goes down.
yeah, and that goes down, right. And then from where you are, it either goes left, and you've got what look like cells with iron bars, or it goes right, and you can see that it looks like it goes left and right at the end.
Can I walk towards where the stairs are and see if the noise gets louder, the humming?
I mean, you're right by the stairs.
Sorry.
Where you've come out, you're right by the stairs.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really difficult because you've kind of got this fripped echoing. You're open or perceived to be open down on the right hand side where it forks left or it's like a bit of a T junction.
Yeah.
But then you've also got the stairs, but the stairs are quite tight stone stairs, so it's at this stage it's quite difficult. But it's faint. You were going to talk over it. Do you know what I mean? You were going to.
Yeah. And do I look like I'll be able to get down the staircase? Okay. Stairs.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a set of stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, Megan, if you will, keep grab my arm, hold me upright. I'll send Saw down there. I'll look through his eyes and see what I can see.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'll pick Thurin up. Tavis up, sorry.
So I'll send Saw down the spiral to see as far as I can go, up to 100 feet where I can see within his vision and hear within his.
Okay, so you're working your way down the steps. You're just going down the steps.
As Saw the bird, yeah.
You're just sending Saul down. You're not putting him on Negan.
No, Negan's got me. Saw's going down.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
Okay, you're in another sort of chamber. Where you are, as you come to the bottom of the steps, you can see that. Well, just make a perception for Saul.
$19.
18 or 19?
19.
19. You can see that to your left.
Hold on, I
It's
need
not
to
20.
do D1. Sorry, Daryl, I need to do D100, don't I?
Yeah.
It is my pie. Yeah, sorry. $38.
38. What did we
Yeah.
say? It was a 25% chance.
25, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So as Saw comes down the stairs, you can see that there's a chamber over on the left-hand side. Sorry, the right-hand side. There is a huge picture on the located on the wall. This is a huge picture, but you're just glancing around quickly. You can see that there is in front of you. Or over onto the right-hand side, there is a passageway that looks like it's leading on. The same again on the left-hand side, and then there's a large passageway which is directly left, which is about 20 feet wide. And then behind, you can see that there's a set of double doors that are closed.
Okay, so I don't see any people or any obvious traps or hazards.
At the bottom of the steps, no. From where you are, you can't see anything other than passageways, doors, picture.
That large picture, just because I've been in a situation like this before, where a picture entrapped a colleague, does that ring any bells? Am I getting any spidey senses from that? Do I think that might be a danger?
I'd say for what you can work out, you can see that there's a this picture's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's 18 foot high, it's 9 foot wide portrait.
Wow.
But the light's not brilliant. You'd have to get there to investigate.
Okay. In that case, I'll have Saw come back up. I'll relate to the party. I'll just look to Negan and I'll just say, yeah, well, in terms of people, the coast is clear. There is this huge picture, like it's really elaborate. For no reason, I don't know. I'm just cautious because remember we went down in that vault and that picture kind of like took control of you, Negan. Like, yeah, just cautious that there might be magical effects down there. So, if anyone's got any anti-magic abilities or whatever, maybe go first. But it looks cool in terms of we're not got guards down there, so I think we're okay to proceed.
Did the voices get louder as you went down?
Okay, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, hard to hear.
And was it?
I'd say if anything, they were slightly duller for your 19.
I'd be happy to head down now. But and see what's going.
So there's a passageway next to us, isn't there? We can go downstairs, or we can enter this passageway which goes left and right.
Well, technically, you've got three. You've got almost two that are sort of going forward, but one's over on the right and one's over on the left. And you've got quite a large passageway. They look to be about those ones that are going right and left. They're 5 feet. Than those passageways, but the one that's directly to your left is like 20 feet wide, like quite a wide passageway. Like I said, then behind, but you're not there, you can't see this, but behind then is a set of closed double doors.
Yeah. And we can't really perceive which direction the voices are coming from.
You can't perceive anything.
Yeah.
From where you're at. I don't even know where you are. Have you come down the stairs fully into that room, or are you hanging on the stairs while Nagans and Tavis are?
I've just been following them, so if they haven't gone much further, then I wouldn't have room to get out.
Just got into the room then, just into that room. Okay, so whereabouts are you?
Yeah, I was hanging on the back of Negan, wasn't I? When he went through down the initial set of steps.
Yeah, you're all just in that area then.
I'd have been like hanging right on his tailcoat.
Well, while Tavis is operating saw, if you like, what do you guys want to do?
I'll step out and step into that 20-foot corridor or archway.
No, you're not. That's the level below you.
Oh right, sorry.
That's where saw is. That's why I'm saying you're not there to perceive anything. You're on the level above.
Okay.
So what you've got is cells down one end, and what looks like a T-junction where the corridor goes left and right down the other.
Yeah. Alright, well I'll head to the T-junction and see if I can perceive anything down that way, see if I can hear if the voice is getting louder or quieter.
I might
Okay, roll.
See if anyone's in the cells.
Roll perception.
18.
18. As you're making your way there, firstly you come to like a pillar which is holding the roof above, similar to what's down the other end with the cells. Off to your right is like an alcove, but it's empty. There's nothing there. It's a dead end. But going left, it opens up into sort of like a partial room that then narrows back down into a corridor. As you're getting closer to that point, you can hear that the chanting's just getting a little bit clearer.
Okay. So I'll double back in and say to the guys, the chanting seems to be getting a little bit clearer, maybe a little bit louder down this way to the left.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
So who's going that way?
Did I see anything in the cells?
Oh, sorry. Just roll a perception check.
11.
11. You can see that the cells are locked. They're closed, and given it a bit of a push, it seems like it's fairly locked. However, in the cells themselves, there is nothing. But you can see that there are dark stains on the floor and the lower parts of the walls.
Okay. I'll just meander my way back to the guys, to the group. Looks like they've had some prisoners here, but it looks like they're no longer with us.
Tavis got to call Saul back.
Better call Saul.
Nailed it.
Ben.
DM approves.
We've got Thor's down there. Yeah, I'm hearing what these guys are saying about the chanting.
So what's your next step now then?
You know, what do you want to do? Do you want to go downstairs and have a look what's through that arch, or?
I think we should carry on down this corridor.
So,
The chance of getting clear.
okay, guys, the mission is what we've got to do is disrupt this ceremony. It sounds like the chanting is probably where the ceremony is.
Yeah.
Maybe there's going to be two points of entry, maybe. So
Split up.
I'm happy to go explore what's further down here, and if it seems like there's a way that leads into this chamber. Even if you guys call it here for a little bit, and I'll just go and check that out with Sora if anybody wants to come along.
I think it's definitely worth taking somebody with you.
Well, who's got one of the sending stones that we can talk to? That could be the other person that goes with Tavis.
You and I have got them.
Or should I go with Tavis and then you go and check down there?
Yeah, if you want.
Yes, big pal.
Okay.
Splitting the party.
Okay, so who's doing what?
Me and Negan and Saw are heading down. I'm going to see what we can investigate further down where it's sorting.
Okay.
I'm with them.
You're going with Tavis and Negan down.
Yeah.
And Thorin and Morthos are going to go down this passageway, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You going down or are you going to wait?
I was just going to go down the passageway, trying to keep as quiet as I can.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, for those that are down, you're all moving down these stairs, so you just... What's your plan? Just heading down there, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go first and I'll go quiet.
Okay, so roll a stealth check.
24.
24. So, yeah, you make it down to this lower level. You're losing the light from Negan's breastplate at this point, so
I've got
it's
60-foot dark vision.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you're losing the light, so you're
The
relying on
real
your dark
light,
vision.
Yes.
Yeah. But when you're down from the two or from the three passageways, the two small ones and the one off, you can see that there is a glow of light down there. Just where you are, particular, there's no actual main light. So in your vicinity, you are relying on dark vision, but you can see that there is a light somewhere in these passageways.
Okay.
Let's start making my way down.
Yeah, roll stealth check. I assume you're stealthing.
Yeah.
I'll follow him.
Yeah. Well, 20, but not natural.
Boom.
Oh no.
I'll give Isla advantage by going. Shh, quiet. Because that definitely works in D&D mechanics.
No idea. Does it?
So,
Do we get advantage for being told to be quiet?
No.
7.
No.
7.
It sounds like EastEnders.
Do me a favour, just out of interest, just do me an advantage roll.
Out of interest.
oh, interesting.
17.
That's better.
Okay, so you're all on the lower level, or but this lower level from where you were. You can see that there is like I said, these two sort of tunnels with faint lights. This big one that goes off to the right, and then this picture. The picture is it's in a 5-foot alcove, but it's past the tunnel that's on, or the passageway that's on your right. So it's directly right, but it's past that tunnel.
I don't look at the picture.
Okay, let me. Well, I'm losing my headphones.
I will look at the picture.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it. I have a phobia of artwork.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
loud and clear, sir.
Is it all right? Is the audio all right?
Yeah,
Fine.
sound, yeah.
Right, I'll leave it as it is for now. Right. I think what's going to make this a lot easier is a map.
Ooh.
I think we're struggling a little bit.
Do we need
However, I
to-
don't know how we're going to do it when we've split the party.
Split the party. Split the party.
So if you want to all head into roll 20.
Oh, yeah. Do we click launch game or do we wait for you to do that?
Well, I'm in, so
Making his way downtown.
That's what he said.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh, I've literally opened it to this.
you're in the waiting room. Yeah, that's how you defiled me waiting room the last time. Thanks.
how do I
We
choose
wouldn't
the
do
real
anything.
room? Launch game. Mapping dungeons.
I'm just gonna wait in the waiting room.
I just need to once you're all there.
I'm in. Is everyone else just seeing the veiny cock?
I'm trying to delete the veiny cock.
You are on
I feel bad for.
doing the vein.
Is Paul in there yet?
I'm just on the like main home screen. It just says launch game, but like I went into it and it was the one from last time.
So you're on there. Are you the one? Can you see the cock drawn on the screen or not?
How much is to me of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the right place. Okay, I'm just going to find the relevant map. Okay, that's
Oh. So.
I really need to get my head wrapped around how you do things in here. Why can't I move it?
That one? There we go. Oh, fucking nightmare.
When I was a young warthog.
When I was a young boy.
Sorry about this, gentlemen.
Sorry, I'm deleting all my bad words.
When he was a young warthog.
Why the
Delete.
fuck? Right, okay. Hmm. Right. Right, let's see how this works. I've got no idea what it's going to look like on your screen. So. Ooh, loading.
Hello there.
Hello there. So everything should look black.
Blick. Blick.
Can someone take a picture of it so I can see what it looks like on your screen?
I'll
It
share
looks
it now.
blick. It looks blick. Blick, blick.
White bread or brown bread?
Blick bread.
Balava.
Is it going gig?
Ooh, so black.
Oh, that's
The ace of spades. The ace of spades. Do 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 do.
Oh, sorry about this, guys.
So good.
Boys. Right, okay, hang on. Just move.
I lost people for a while there. Have I missed it?
Nope. You look silly. Do 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 do.
Still looking at black on Roll20.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Black.
I want to see you pain it, pain it, pain it. I'm not blind. I want to see the sun. Blotted out from the sky.
Let me see if I can. Has that lighted anything up? No? Lit anything up? That's not right.
No. I want them to turn black.
Oh, fuck on. This is fucking hard.
How have you blocked it out, Daryl?
Hey?
How have you blocked it out?
So the idea is it's got dynamic lighting on it.
Okay. This is what we can see. As characters, what we should be able to see.
Well, that's not right either. Right.
No more will our green seagull turn a
This is pants. Sorry, everyone.
Stop
Alright.
apologising.
Because I have to see it as it is rather than how you see it. I don't know what. That's why I was saying about I don't know what you guys see or you don't see. So it's
what we can see.
Martin is saying it's an unsupported unsupported browser. I think I need to download Firefox or something. It was working last time though, so I don't really understand.
Oh, I'm just messing this up. If I can turn off the dynamic lighting, you can't. Still nothing there, is there? Oh.
Maybe if you change it though, where we're in it, we need to jump out and jump back in.
One sec. We just have a quick Google. I'm not sure whether it's your. Is everyone seeing the same then, Addy? Everyone seeing black?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah, I've just logged out and logged back in, and I've sort of got the same black.
Right, okay. Right, I think. That's wait. Each sentence. Oh, fucking hell. Right, page settings I need. See, I've gone on to player view. Okay. You see that now? No. I need to get better at this one.
No, it's not on you, mate.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So you can see. I don't know if you can see if I write something on here. Let's see. So this is the staircase heading down. That's where the rest of the party have headed. This is the stairway that you came down. These are the cells at the bottom, and then you've headed round onto this into this small towards this small tunnel. So we'll work with Smallpox and Flurry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Can you and Morphos just roll for initiative?
Oof.
15.
Paul, can you see the map at all then, or not?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Are you on the website, or are you just seeing it off Discord?
On the website, yeah, I can see. I can see our character tiles at the top there.
Right, okay. Well, that looks better. How did that change then, Jimbo?
How do you tell?
What's that, sorry?
How did you make that look darker then?
Did I make it look darker?
Yeah, yeah. How'd you do that then?
I pressed onto a different window on my computer.
All right, okay. Okay, so initiative then for you and Morphos.
Mine was 13.
Mine was 15.
How do I see who's here in this thing?
So Thorin's icon is the one that's on the top left, and Morphos is the bottom right.
Right.
Just zoom in a touch.
Okay. If I zoom, it'll tell me all that.
If you zoom, you'll be able to see them.
Okay, so we'll work off initiative order just while we're on the map. So Thorin, what do you want to do?
I want to head down the corridor
Okay.
to my left.
Okay, 30 feet, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Morphos, you're going with him, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Thorin? You can start to hear this chanting is getting louder from this perspective. You can also see that there's light coming in from this end.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Can I walk another 10 feet forward and?
Do you want to mark off on the map where you want to go to?
Yeah. Oh, I've got white, sorry. I just walked to that corner there.
Okay. You're going to use 15 feet of movement, yeah?
Yeah, and can I have a... If it doesn't look like there's any immediate threat, I'd go another 15 feet and walk towards the bottom.
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
From where you are, this area here that you can see down the bottom, you can't see it on mine, but what you're looking at is a balcony.
All right. Okay.
So it all opens up. You can see the balcony. There's light coming from below. The chanting's just that little bit louder. Now you've got to this sort of open space. You can see there's two pillars in the centre, then alcoves all the way around. There is a sconce at the bottom end, which is giving some dim light. But you can see that there's a almost like a greenish hue coming from below.
Okay. I'll use my remaining movement then to go further in.
Okay. Do you want to just mark off on the map where you want to go?
Yeah. Is diagonal 5 feet or no? We're zigzagging, aren't we?
Yeah, zigzag.
You see the new location?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're. Hey.
Is that 15 feet then that he's moved?
No, it's about 10 feet.
Right, yeah.
I thought that was 5, 10, 15.
No, I do the diagonal as 5.
All right. Okay. Then I'll go one more
You've
square
only
down.
moved 2 squares, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll go one more square down.
You're heading. Hold on. Oh my god,
South.
this thing. You're heading there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Morphos?
Can I go just to the top of where he is, to that tile immediately above him?
That's 25 to there.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's like same again for you. You can see there's like a greenish hue of light. It's not bright light, but it's just coming from beneath. You can hear the chanting now.
How do you want to approach this then?
Stealthily.
Nice.
Roll stealth checks then.
12.
Where's stealth? 11.
12 and 11. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, Thorin. Any actions for Morphos? Morphos?
No.
Okay. Okay, Thorin.
Yeah, I'll move further forward to this square.
Okay.
And attempt to peer over the balcony discreetly.
Okay, just make a dexterity saving throw for me. Yeah.
That is not good. 6.
6. You get up to the rail and you just holding on, just start to peer, and you feel the tile below just, and it just collapses, and you fall 20 feet.
Fuck.
You land prone on the floor, just in amongst all this rubble and debris. Yeah, you sort of shake your head a little bit and look up, and you can see the balcony and this hole that you've just fallen through. Morphos, you see him fall.
Yeah. Can I just run straight up to where he? Can I just run straight up to where he fell? And also,
I'd like you to show me which way you're running.
so kind of like.
But again, I can't see your screen, can I? So which way are you going to go? So I'll map it out on here.
Well, just I guess diagonally.
So you're going to go that
from
way,
where? Yeah.
Okay.
So
just roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
15.
15. Okay. You stand on it, and you hear this again. This like crack, this similar crack to what you've just heard. as it just gives way beneath your feet. You start to fall, but just manage just to catch your foot onto the next tile adjacent to you as you watch the floor crumbling down and clattering around on the floor below you.
Okay. Like pull myself back up.
Not pull yourself back up. You manage to just step off in time.
I see what you mean. Okay, cool. Has that affected the chanting at all? Has anyone sort of noticed the noise? What can I tell?
Let me just work this out. Multiple levels. Okay, right. I want you, Thorin, to make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Just thinking of something I could do, but stealth check with disadvantage was 8.
8, yeah. Okay. Right. I'm just conscious. We'll leave that there for a second. Or when you split the party, doesn't make things complicated at all. Right. I'm going to shift everyone over to the next map so we can see what the others are doing. Because I want to keep it in real time, if that's all right with everyone.
Yes.
Problem is now that's going to be thingy. So the problem I've got here is that there's areas that you're not supposed to see, obviously, because you're discovering them as we go. Which means now that as soon as I take off the what's called the fog of war, that'll then put you in a position where you can see everything, which is then bad. So we'll see whether it works.
Before you do that, do you want to draw a bunch of rectangles on there and you can move them?
What for?
So we don't see it all.
Yeah, will they cover it?
I don't know if it will cover it.
Do you want us to all close our eyes?
No, it's just a bit crap because I thought I'd done the dynamic lighting, I'd done all the doors and everything, and it's. See, that just flashed up then, didn't it?
No, that was me drawing a rectangle. But it doesn't stay for some reason.
Right, just take that off because I can't see the map now. You got another one on there, another one. Right, okay.
I couldn't see them. They were being hidden by the dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Say as was there. So I'm assuming you can't see anything there now, can you?
No, mate, no. Just a black screen off.
I apologise everyone for this. I thought I nailed this and this.
No, don't apologise, mate. Learning as we go. It's good.
Vision.
So it's something like if you've got dynamic lighting on,
Yeah.
turn fog of war off.
Yeah, I think that's where I've gone wrong. I don't think
So
I can.
the fog of war sits on top of the dynamic lighting. If you only want to block player vision based on line of sight and lighting, just use dynamic lighting.
Got you.
If you
Right.
turn on fog as well, you'll have to reveal areas before the player's light hits it.
But I don't think I've just googled that now, and I don't think there's a way. Just have a quick Google for me. I don't think there's a way.
It just says you want fog of war off, enforce
Yeah.
line of sight on, and dynamic lighting on. Gives the player's screen as pitch black. Fog of war off, line of sight off, dynamic lighting on. Player screen is fine.
And we can all close this while you take the fog of war off if you don't
Yeah,
want
but does it say how to turn the fog of war off, Mushy? See, I've took all the characters are off the map, so we shouldn't really see anything.
Go to page toolbar.
Yeah.
Settings for the page.
Is that one?
Turn off FOW. Save the settings. If dynamic lighting is being used, fog of war can be left off.
Right, which I might be in the wrong settings here. Let me have a quick look. So that one. What was it? What? Just run it through me again, mate. Run it by me again.
Page toolbar.
Yeah.
Settings for the page.
Hang on. No. Settings for the page and then what? Sorry.
Turn off FOW.
It's definitely the fog of war one, isn't it? Yeah. I am going to say now if I remove Isla now. For God's sake. Remove Isla now. Can you see anything? No. Right, I'm going. Right, let me just see whether I can.
Yeah, it's on the page settings, not the map settings.
I don't know where the page settings is. Let me just see if I can put a light in.
Let's see if you want to kick us back to the lobby and.
I kind of need you in here because I need your feedback to see whether you can see it or not.
Yeah.
Because I can see that as Isla moves, if I move Isla around, I can see that the light is moving with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What does the page settings icon look like?
Hang on. I can find a YouTube video of it. Right, so you know your page toolbar, which is in the top right-hand corner of the map, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So click on that, and it'll bring up your maps, like in a little toolbar across the top. Is that right?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Then, when you highlight the map that you want to be on,
Yeah.
in the top right-hand side, there's the like a
Settings
gear
or
button,
three
isn't it?
dots. Yeah, the gear, yeah.
And then when you scroll down, it's got fog of war near the bottom, hasn't it?
Right, okay.
So turn fog of war off.
Right, the saying fog of war on here. What have I done here? What is that?
You can see a rectangle.
Yeah, but why? How did that just appear then? That's right. That's the bottom of that's Isla's thingy there. That's Isla's token. So even if I could do that, I'll reveal areas. Right. Okay, if I go on to. All right. Okay. If I go on to that, and I do that.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
You see stuff now.
That's Summit.
Okay.
Sorry, gents.
Hey,
All right. Let's move Negan in there. Throw it in there. Okay. Can you guys roll for initiative for us?
Everybody.
You three. Yeah, and Saw if you want to roll for. Doesn't matter. We'll just do Saw on your initiative.
No, Saw has its own initiative. It's in plus.
Negan, roll shit for us.
I rolled 10.
Oh, that's alright then.
Do you want to roll for Saw?
Yeah, you can do.
Bad. Plus Dex 6.
It is 6.
Yeah.
Who's that for?
Saw.
So Saw's 6. Negan 10. Isla?
21.
Tavis?
Oh, me as well. 20.
Holy shit.
Okay, Isla? You're up.
While I have my hand on Negan's finest booty, I'm going to cast Warding Bond.
Have a quick look.
So he gets, he'll feel like an ethereal, like tether between myself and him.
He gets a +1 to his AC.
He gets a +1 to his AC, and the rest of the stuff will reveal as it happens.
Okay.
I'll describe it if you like, because I've got it in my head. I always see it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Okay. Okay then. So you're in 5 feet anyway, so you have got movement.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. Although I can't do it, I'm basically gonna just stick behind the big man, and where he moves, I'm gonna ultimately follow.
Okay. Okay, Tavis.
Where am I? I can't see me.
You're in the middle. You're that guy there.
Oh, right, okay. Should I be trying to operate this on the website on Roll20?
What's that? Sorry.
No.
Should I be trying to operate and moving me on Roll20?
For you to move yourself. Sorry, mate, you're breaking up. You're looking to move yourself. Have we lost everyone?
No, mate.
Still got me.
I think I've lost everyone.
Yeah, I'm still here as well.
Can you hear me, Darryl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free to
We've
move yourself.
Yeah, we've lost Matt, if anything.
Oh, have we?
I've just come back after a load of weirdness, yeah.
Yeah, mine went weird, mate.
Am I supposed to be looking at the web?
So that essentially, Matt, if you can hear me, that's what you can see right now. So you've got the two passageways that are going off in front of you, and you got the long passageway that's going off to the bottom of the map. Well, it was left of when you came down the stairs. And you've also got at the top of the map, you've got a portrait there as well, a very large portrait in that alcove.
Yes, so I'm struggling to see where. Well,
It's better I can see it all now.
I can see a tiny little portion of a map.
Yeah. So what you've got, because you've not investigated, what you've got is you've got
And
an
it's got
entrance.
me and Negan in it.
What's that? Sorry.
I can see a tiny little portion of a map, and it's got me and Negan and
Isla.
Isla in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
haven't discovered the rest of the map.
That's what you can see right now.
And I've got
Matt, it might be worth you disconnecting from Discord and rejoining. Just 'cause you keep lagging out.
okay, I'm gonna do that. Sorry guys.
So that's the other thing with the new campaign, because it'll just be all this will all be set up, ready to go.
Yeah. It's no dramas, mate.
Because with this picture, you have to put the picture in, and then you have to mark off where all the walls are, mark off where like all the doors are, and put it down as a door. And then you've got to put your lighting in, so where the lighting sources are, and then you've got to set all your characters and their dark visions. It's just so much to do.
Or with the packs for like Mad Mage, it's all preset basically.
For $30, the whole book is done, plug and play.
Superb.
So it's got the dynamic lighting in it. So basically, as you move around, the light changes for what you can see, depending on which way you're looking.
Yeah.
And then it's all done for what's in the book,
No, sound happy days.
which will just save me an absolute fuck ton of time, and then this bollocks on top. I think that when we get it going, it'll be good. We just haven't had the time to properly suss it out.
Yeah. No.
Especially doing this. It's all right just sticking a map on, a picture, and then going, we'll just move around it. But doing stuff where like you're in a...
Yeah, you don't want to be able to see like the whole map, do you?
Well, no, because you'll just suss out where you need to go. Right now you've got 3 options, haven't you? What time do we want to play to? Just conscious that it's 1:15.
Yeah, I can't go much further past 1. To be fair, man. I've got to be up. We've got to work.
Okay. So you work tomorrow, mate? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone else happy with that? With finishing,
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
wrapping it up. I wanted to get so much further. I do apologise for this.
No, I mean it's one of those. I mean we can. Not that I want to say like leave it here, but we can. It's not a terrible place to leave it, and then we can play around with the map and see if we can get it working. And then when we come back next time, we can just jump right into it. I don't know. I am happy to carry on at the same time. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, let's just see where. Let's just work out where your finishing positions are going to be
Yeah, sick.
in this turn, and
No
then
problem.
and then the consequences then for the fall for Thurin, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Oh, it was such a good session as well. Sweet.
Still as a good session, mate.
Yeah, I just wanted to get. To be fair, I mean, I knew this was going to be a nightmare anyway because you got multiple levels, and then you got multiple things all going on at once. It's just. But
Splitting the party probably never helped.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You make the call. I'm happy to go with it, and it builds up the tension. But the problem is just the juggling the 2 maps then, and then all these issues then with it.
Yeah.
But like you say, you want it to happen in real time, so it's got to feel like it is. Even though it takes time in between, it still feels like it's all happening at the same time. Thing.
Yeah, well, all I was going to do was just bounce across between the 2 maps. You'd have a couple of turns and then a couple of turns the other way, and then whatever. But
which is fine, man.
If you can't see the map, it's fucking pointless, isn't it? But then if you've seen all of the map, you'd be like,
be pointless.
I'd rather it take time and we not spoil something than it turns around and you just go, oh, well, here it is.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Yeah, well said, yeah.
I'm just happy to be playing again.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Yeah, I've got some. I even went on with Matt before, and I didn't even think because I couldn't just show Matt the map of where you were going because that would have been pointless. But I didn't even think to try it out from his perspective. Everything's grayed out, and then it's lighter where the dynamic lighting's working. So I just assumed where it's grayed, it's black for you, but then you can see what I can see in terms of dynamic lighting. I wasn't expecting a fucking black screen.
Yeah.
But I get it now that turning on the dynamic lighting in the Explorer mode and putting the Fog of War on fucking wipes it all out.
Yeah.
Fog of War.
Fog of War.
Fall.
Never Fog of War. Hey, go and get the papers,
Get the papers.
Hey, Johnny fucking 2 times. Go and get the papers, get the papers.
What did you call him Johnny 2 times?
The part of pin. Yeah, you funky shit.
Matthew, are you there?
Hello.
He's deafened himself.
He's deafened himself.
He's put himself in the dark room.
Can you all see me? Hello. Is there anybody?
Can't hear you, Matt.
in there?
Just double check your settings in Discord.
Just not if you. I want to bin Discord off. I think it's shit.
Yeah,
Has anyone ever, whilst being, playing, tried to stack all of the 7 dice on top of each other so they stand by themselves? Because I have.
Yes.
Have you done it?
I've just done it, man. Look.
Oh, the
Nice.
dice goodness.
It's harder than it seems, man. It is harder than it seems.
yes, we can hear you.
There he is.
really sorry for that, guys. Don't know what the hell was going on.
No, mate. Don't worry about it. I honestly think that we should give Google what we're using Discord for.
The music.
Oh, there it is. Chocolate rain.
It's like a huge dice penis coming out of the screen.
That was creepy. I mean, I can see why Hannah married him now.
He has a dice penis, everybody.
I like to call it my Denus.
It's
The
Star
Denus.
Walker.
Welcome.
Roll 6 Denuses.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but a Denus is my friend.
Ready to carry on?
Is he there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
No.
All right, so Travis, where do you want to go?
We good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which way do you want to go?
So I'm looking at. Can't see anything here.
That's the point.
Yeah, I'll go. Sort of up and left. No, that's down and right. I've got no perspective. Where have I come from?
Right. Okay. Let me mark some stuff on here for you. So here is the stairs where you're currently standing. You see that now? Yeah.
Yes.
Blue dot. Yeah. So you come down the stairs into the center of this room. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the top is a large painting. Okay. Here marks the an opening of a passageway.
Yeah.
And then you've got the same opening of a passageway here. Yeah, and here. And then you've also got behind you there double doors.
Okay. Which I've just been through, right?
The double doors? No, you've come down the stairs. You've come down the spiral staircase. If I move you here now, you'll see it.
Okay, yes.
Right, there's a spiral staircase there.
Do I hear chanting from any particular direction?
Where you are, it's muffled in comparison to where you were above.
And okay, okay. I'm going to go towards the double doors, then, I think.
So you're moving behind these double doors, yeah?
I presume they're not open, are they? So I'm going to.
No, they are closed, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go to those and check them for traps and then try and open them if I can do all this.
Okay, 1 second. Just roll the investigation for the traps.
Uh, 14.
14. You're pretty certain that that this is clear.
Right, yeah. Just try and open this door then.
You're just creaking it open.
Initially, I'm just trying to just see if it's just see if it will give. Yeah.
Yeah, the door opens, and you can see. You can see that there are lines of inlets or little alcoves with sarcophagus in them. This is it looks like it's the crypt for the family.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Negan. Unless you've got any more movements, Alice, you want to do?
I think that's probably.
That your turn, yeah?
So I can't see anything in there, really, can I? No.
What you can see is the room opens up in front of you, and you can see that it's 25 feet in length. It looks like it continues to go to the right, and you can see that there are a load of stone sarcophaguses lining the walls. It looks like it's the family crypt.
Do I hear anything regarding this chanting? Do I hear any of that from down where I'm looking?
Roll perception check.
3. No.
It's not coming from this room. It's not getting any louder. It was louder above you.
Okay, I'll turn and move as far as I can to the south as we're looking at.
So it's about there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Negan. In fact, just roll a stealth check for me.
Yeah.
Not you. Sorry, for Tavis.
Oh, sorry, mate.
19.
19. Okay. Negan.
There, please.
Moving down there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just walking down there, yeah?
Yeah. See, being careful and be writing it up.
Okay.
And there's right behind me.
As you're walking down this passageway, with nowhere really to hide, you see familiar figure standing in front of a door. You see what is quite a large humanoid with a beard that seems to shift and move. You've seen this before. This was a demon, this was a devil that you'd fought in the streets of Waterdeep, and you recognise the bearded devil guarding the doorway. Thorin, shaking off the fog of you just falling onto the floor, you raise your head and you see 4, maybe 5 individuals standing before you. robed and hooded, looking down upon you. And we'll leave it there tonight. We'll try and sort out these map issues.
Nice one, Daryl.